Well, we didn't set out to adopt older children. It wasn't our intent. Our initial thought was an infant or a young toddler. We looked at a variety of options and didn't really find one that really called out to us. It really felt like the direction we were supposed to go. We found an orphanage in Ethiopia that seemed like where we felt our son was, and we started pursuing that. And we I found a 5-year-old little boy that felt like he should be in our family. And at the time, it was something we didn't know a lot about, and had researched it a little bit, but after looking at how much experience we had, my husband and I both having been in the military, being a military family, we've had a great deal of experience with PTSD. We saw the worst of the worst. We knew the potential. We knew what trauma did to people, and but we also knew that there was hope. And so we read everything we could get our hands on. We figured out how we could protect our other children if need be, the kind of vigilance that we needed to take. And from there, we just jumped in, and it was a very scary thing, and we had no idea what to expect. There were a lot of surprises along the way. Then our second adoption, we once again were not seeking out adoption, period, but these two children just came into our lives that happened to be older. And once again, we found ourselves terrified, and because we knew the significance of older child adoption, we knew the potential. And once again, we went back to the drawing board. We went back to reading everything we could get our hands on, talking to as many people we could. We made a lot of connections with other families that adopted older children, learned what it was that we were facing, learned everything we could about our children. And we went so far as to get to know the older brother, have him move into our home so that we could know as much as we could. And even with all of that, we still did not come away with knowing even a sliver of what they'd experienced. And, we had no idea that they'd experienced political violence. We had no idea of the level of abuse they had experienced. And that was a very unique situation in that we were able to know a lot of information. So it was never something we set out to do, and based on experiences that we had had and a lot of education and a lot of vigilance, we felt it was something we could do.